Welcome to the course Cluster for Smart. In this topic, we'll put the light on how to select communication tools. Next, we will show an example of how to implement the different communication tools for the marketing strategy of our cluster. First, we will focus on the visual identity: typography, logos, slide template, and email signature. A logo is the fastest way to distinguish ourselves from the competition and build a recognizable brand identity. Aim at our target audience, future customers, and those already consolidated. If the concept of the cluster is clear, it will be very simple to carry it out. A very useful tool for this is Canva, where you can create your logo, customize the chromatic range and typography to your liking. It is a very intuitive tool with many visual resources. This can be an example of a logo and typography for a cluster that wants to show an image of clarity, responsibility, trust, and concern for the environment. Another good option to differentiate ourselves from the competition, especially in meetings with future partners or in meetings of collaborative projects, are templates for the presentations. The best thing is to have several templates. One that is used for presentations that have to do with the cluster, and others that represent the different projects that are being carried out. Keep in mind that templates are still a very visual representation of something we want to focus on. As a tool, we recommend Emaze, as it allows you to customize the templates with a high degree of innovation in the way of visualization. Here is an example. In this case, the template shows the company logo in a corner of the page and a thin border in the same green tone that frames the text. On the other hand, this is an example of a template for a project. Here, the company logo has been replaced by the project logo, as well as the colors that make up the template, typography, and color of it. A mail signature can be considered a digital business card in which all the relevant information about your job and position in the cluster will appear. It also provides a professional and trustworthy image. This tool is designed for the company's clients, other entrepreneurs, and employees of the cluster. The tool we propose for this is HubSpot, simple to use and with very visual results. Now, we are going to choose 3 digital media of all that we have at our disposal to promote Cluster online. For this, we have selected web page, newsletter, and collaborative platform. A website gives confidence to customers looking for information about what we do, as well as future partners. A website has become the most visible and important face of a cluster in the internet age. In addition, if our goal is to promote a service or product, this platform allows us not only to promote it, but also to sell it online. Another of its functionalities is that of being the portal by which to register to the newsletter of the cluster. A website should be primarily oriented to your customers and partners. It is very important to identify who they are and how they behave on the internet in order to have good results with it. As a tool, we propose Drupal, an open-source CMS with which you can build a website from scratch with innovative and functional designs. A newsletter is the perfect way to inform your customers and partners of the news that arise in the cluster or the environment of the sector. There are many tools that can provide good results in the field of newsletters. One of the best known is MailChimp, which allows you to create different mailing lists, customize templates, and measure the audience of each one of your campaigns. Other options you can use are MK Director, StampReady, and Sendinblue. In this case, it is not so much a tool for promoting the cluster, but rather for internal communication for its proper functioning. Through a collaborative platform, workers can communicate more effectively. Trello allows you to work collaboratively and to be more productive. It also has cards, lists, and dashboards to organize and prioritize projects collaboratively. In penultimate place, we will find the material media, those objects that serve as to promote the cluster in events, meetings with other companies, or marketing campaigns. The most used are brochures, a piece of paper where in a very visual and brief way we can present our cluster, a product, or a service. Kakemono, graphic advertising for a physical place, entrance of your company, a first stand, etc. Stands, small stalls where information about the cluster's mission is given, usually at events and fairs related with the sector. Goodies, usable gifts that have the objective that the future client always has the cluster in mind. They are usually pen drives, computer mats, or desktop material that are given away. To conclude this topic, we will talk about physical communication. This can happen in two senses mainly, with the employees of the cluster or with other entrepreneurs. First, we have professional meetings. These are done to transmit to employees or partners news and information relevant to the cluster. But it is also a means by which to communicate important decisions and to solve problems. Finally, we find the V2V matchmaking, where entrepreneurs meet to look for business opportunities, information, etc.